coming out of my cottage, and right across is a little playground for children. It's kind of nice, and there's a bridge across. There's a little bit of a ditch here. So in rainy season, I imagine that's a bit of an issue, and so there's a little bridge across. I thought we'd head to the swimming pool first. Sarah was out there looking this morning and said there were monkeys there and peacocks. I'm not sure if they're still there. The time obviously has passed. As it gets warmer in the day, the animals aren't really out. We'll just take a look. My first time of being up here. Oh, it is pretty. I'm not seeing any monkeys or peacocks. This is an issue here I've dealt with. Every time I turn around, there's a step that I don't see easily, and I step down it and I'm surprised, but it's okay. It's not like it's a big step. I'm not getting hurt or anything. I want to look around and not down. This is just a little area surrounding the pool and outside this fence. So the Amidhara Resort, we came here because we are going on a lion safari. So the initial plan was we would come, we would spend a couple of nights, we'd go on the safari and we'd go home. Only there was an issue with the booking. And so we came on Friday after the wedding, and instead of being able to do the safari on Saturday or Sunday, we've had to do the safari on Tuesday. So we've extended our stay here, and we'll be here long enough to see it. But this is a jungle area. There are animals that we're not accustomed to seeing. Oh, look at this sign. So this is the women's restroom. So that's how they're distinguishing which are women. I saw another sign earlier that was much older and had a lady with a hat. I'll show you that a little later. That's closer to the reception area. But I do think there are wild animals out here. There was one area we passed. I'm just walking around the pool, and then I'm going to turn around and show you the pool. But there was one area we passed where there was some sort of a sign that said danger or some such wild animals, and I asked about the animals, and apparently they're leopards. So not an area you really want to walk. This is not a thing I'm accustomed to, that you have to just be careful where you go, be mindful all the time, because there are animals that will hurt you. We're not on Disney property anymore. There's a nice little swing. An umbrella to sit under for some shade. Well, I guess you wouldn't get shade everywhere around it. There's another little area to sit. Well, I thought that was a fun swing back there with its metal surround. I'm not sure what's the right word to use. We've been running and hardly had time to stop and think. But there's another swing here, and it has a different shaped one. The other was like curly like a flower, and this is 2, 3, 4 octagonal. And another cute little swing and seating area. There's a gentleman out here doing some pool work. But isn't this a lovely pool? Wow, it looks really inviting. What I did not think I want here is a swimsuit. This is December. I'm actually here in short sleeves. I did not bring these shorts because I'm thinking that's probably not appropriate wear for ladies in India. So I do have a skirt, but I haven't even worn that. As I was walking back past the playground the last time, I think I was focused on the bridge and didn't mention that there's a volleyball net here. There's also some indoor games, but those are restricted to between 9 and 1 and 5 till 9. So obviously it's not somebody there to monitor all the time. Isn't this lovely? I'm in one of these little cottages, and I'm hoping that I'm not going to catch my cottage, because you'll see the laundry hanging out on my balcony. Probably not what you always wanted to see, but it's just really pretty. There's a dog down there. He's on a chain, but I'm not sure if I should go close. I don't know where I will go if I don't go that way, though. Everything else is that way. Oh. Okay, he's on a leash, but not on a chain. Got some fascinating trees here. This morning when we walked to breakfast, I saw a tiny little yellow bird. So I'm going to try and come out earlier in the morning and maybe take this walk again. Let's see what wildlife we can see instead of just the greenery, the foliage. They've got palms. We're accustomed to those. I'm not really familiar with this. I just disturbed little birds in the tree. Sorry, birdies. I think that's our driver sitting out there on the swing. There's another of these little swings. This one's a triangle frame. It's interesting that they're all different. We've been interested in these well, they're not palms. They look like palms. They're more like banana leaves. I don't know that that's true. We don't have any bananas in our yard. But they're just flat. Tim said he hadn't seen it before. I'm sure that I have, but I really don't remember where. Yeah, that's our driver. There is a gate here. And I think, I'm not sure if this is the one, or maybe it's outside of the resort. We could get a pass to drive to like a safari area. So we may do that in the morning. We need to go, again, we need to go in the morning because it gets so hot in the day. The animals aren't out. So it's like a little bird feeder. So I do have a limited time today because we're going out. We're going to drive to a temple today. I'll take you with me for that. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to film. Some things you have to pay for to film. And actually when I was reading ahead of time, it looked like you had to pay for a lot of stuff. Well, this is the indoor games room. Yeah, I was going to call it a gym. I'm not sure if it's a gym. I'm thinking really indoor games. Somebody had mentioned, oh, the gym, this part is the gym. It's out of order. Should be open 6 till 9 and then again 5 till 8, but the sign on the door says it's out of order. The indoor games, I'm told there's table tennis in there and chess, something else, so maybe they have an indoor volleyball court or something. Oh, there's a sign. 1 hectare of 1,000 trees can process between 5 and 10 tons of carbon dioxide each year. Not sure why I needed to know that. I mean, it's good information, but apparently not good enough to keep it up on the tree. But we found that a lot. It's like people have good ideas, develop things, but then don't really know how to take care of them or something. It's been such an interesting country to visit, and I'm so thankful that we're here. I'm back at my cottage, and I will let you go for now. We'll go out to the temple in a bit. So as I come into my cottage, it's really an old-fashioned style. You've got to put the key in the lock and turn it. I only have it once to open it, but you actually can turn it twice. Oh, well, you could, except that I just locked it instead of unlocking it. So you can turn it twice for like a deadbolt, and then it doesn't lock on the inside unless you actually flip the bolt on the inside too. So we'll drop our keys off as we go out, and then they clean the room, and then we pick up our keys as we come back in. We're at the Amidhara Resort, and I came primarily because there's a resort across the street that has the name of the town or village, I'm not sure which, but it's Sasan, and these are the gates to our resort, and the fence, isn't that lovely? And apparently they stop the animals coming in with this. I know that farms in England have a section like this to stop the cows walking over there. And if I could walk over it, I'd go take a picture of the sign of our hotel. But I'm frankly afraid because these are quite wide. I don't want to lose my footing. So I mentioned to you yesterday that the ladies' room and the men's room are kind of different here. I don't want to go up there because the doors are open. I wanted to show you the sign, the difference between the men's and the women's. I hope that's focused. I'm not really seeing that it is, but it was an interesting way to designate men and women's, the men's and women's room. This morning we found a very friendly puppy who just wants a tummy rub. It's made his day. So it's another beautiful day at the Amidhara Resort. I'm out on the balcony. Somebody brought out the chairs that were inside. Tim's balcony is right below this, so this is his roof. It's about 62 degrees here right now, Fahrenheit, of course, and the high for today is anticipated to be 89. Average rainfall in December in Gujarat is 0, so needn't have brought my raincoat, but not sorry that I did. Can you see the puppy down there? Puppy. He's a full-grown dog. We watched Maya scratch his tummy. He just rolled over for a tummy scratch. So I am heading out to the pool to see if I can maybe see the monkeys and peacocks that Saurabh saw the other day. Here's an interesting thing that I wanted to show you, just because we have discovered that a lot of the doors, these glass doors, just swing both ways. So push to go out, push to go in. And that's even on the storefront, not just here, but they just swing. So that's kind of cool. Oh, look at this. This is broken. I didn't notice that yesterday. So they all have these, the buildings have these little ramps. These are kind of nice. We're assured of not slipping because they're like layered. That's not the right word. I know it isn't. I'm not sure what to call it, but that's kind of nice. Interestingly though, these are pretty much just for suitcases, I guess. Because I suppose if they had a handicapped person here, they'd put them on the ground level, because our building has no elevator. This is just me walking. Here is the restaurant. Well, we'll go and eat breakfast. It'll be a couple of hours before we go there. Oh, here comes the dog. Hi. Morning. Good morning. Good morning. This morning I got a nice shower and the water was warm. It was exciting. That sounds ridiculous, but in the cottage I turned the water all the way to hot, and what I got was not freezing, and that was okay, but it wasn't comfortable. So this morning it was nice, turned it all the way to hot, and it was a very comfortable temperature. The room may be smaller, but the bathroom is definitely nicer. Maybe they're in the process of refurbishing. I have no idea. I was a little concerned about neighbours because they were quite loud when we came back in last night, but I closed my door and they quieted down, or else the room was soundproof. I don't know which. I'm not sure what's down here. I haven't walked down here. We're actually behind the cottages. So I was thinking we could get to the pool here. This bit looks blocked off. But I think up the steps maybe. Well, I'm going up these steps and we'll take a look and see what there is, to see if in fact there's anything. Definitely brought me to the pool. Oh, here's another of these barriers that stops animals walking across. Oh, I saw a peacock in a tree over there. It's on the outside of this fence though, so... The pool looks lovely. The water's so clear. I'm not sure what the little pool is for, unless it's just a shallow one for children. It's a little hard to tell about the level. I do think it's different levels, but not by much. So I suppose this is for children. What we really could use is a hot tub. Bodies are a little sore from travelling in the car all the time. We're three of us in the back seat, and technically there's room, but it's tight and the roads are bumpy and it's kind of hard on the body. I'm a little disappointed. I'm not seeing any peacocks except that one that flew. They're amazing when they fly because they're so big and they look so heavy. They just get right up there anyway. I would sit out here and wait for a while, but it's pretty chilly. I'm here in, ironically, my Animal Kingdom jacket. And there's nothing to show you, which is a little disappointing. Tomorrow morning I won't have time to show you anything because we need to be leaving here probably a little before 6 in the morning, and it will be dark. We're going on our lion safari tomorrow, so that should be a lot of fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to take you with me, but if not, I think that they'll take pictures of us and we can insert them. But it's an open jeep safari through lion country, and I'm not sure how bumpy it's going to be. Judging from yesterday's trip in our car, that it may be a little bit hazardous to be carrying a camera while we're driving in an open jeep. We'll just have to see how that goes. Just walking back towards the front, passing the cottages. There are more of them than I realised. So I was walking back upstairs to my room. I noticed that there are all these satellite dishes for the TV out here. They all have Tata on them. Tata is a big brand over here. They make vehicles and obviously satellite dishes I wasn't aware of. They do own an airline, one of the airlines. I'm not sure that I remember which one. Biscaya maybe? It's the one we flew from Delhi on. And there's the sun rising over the eastern sky. At least this way I know which way is east.